entrepreneur. This is Mark Newsom, Mr. Marketing. Welcome to this special presentation entitled 3 Ways Effectively Dealing with Adversities Can and Will Lead to More Money. Entrepreneur, this video is going to be strategies. That being dealing effectively with real world adversities. Believe it or not, there can be some tremendous profit margin in that. Give you an idea of what we're talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, this video is going to focus on 3 simple ways that effectively dealing with adversities can and will make you more money. For example, this particular website, soldwithvideo.com, you may or may not be familiar with it, but it's actually run by this gentleman here. This is Brandon Lucero, and for those of you who may or may not know, Brandon is one of the top video marketing experts in the world. He's one of the top internet marketing experts in the world. I'm one of his student customers, and recently Brandon's site, soldwithvideo.com, his YouTube channel got flagged and it got banned. They shut him down, and this guy's been on YouTube creating tons of free viral traffic for a long time and doing it for his clients. Now, this is, just so you know, the front page of Alexa.com, and if you go there, it's Alexa.com, and there's a text box there. You simply put in www. The website that you want to review, and it'll give you some free information. And I wanted you to see this man's global ranking so you understand this guy's an expert. He knows what he's talking about. In the global worldwide rankings, according to how Alexa does its algorithm and whatever, he's number 282,700. However, in the United States, this guy's number 165,777. So all the millions of websites in the United States, registered domains, this guy's under 200,000, which means he gets a ton of free traffic. He knows what he's doing. Well, he reached out to us in a blog post and a video and said kind of what happened, his situation, how he was dealing with it. And a ton of us, myself included, responded to the guy. So on February 3rd, I think, which was Monday, I wrote to him and just responded, that, hey, the situation was terrible, what happened. But I got to be totally honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. I wasn't simply doing it out of sympathy for my coach. I got to be honest, I was doing it to get a backlink on a high ranking website. But at the same time, I wanted to let him know that, we were here for him. And he in kind responded to me the same day. And I like this first part here. It's kind of hard to argue with that. But here's my point, and the reason why I'm sharing this video with you. Ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, effectively dealing with adversities can and will make you more money in at least 3 ways. Here's the first way. You can always turn real world adversity and how you effectively deal with it into a documented case study. In fact, he mentioned the fact that there's another big time video marketing expert who Brandon turned to get some information about how to deal with this, because that had happened to one of this other guy's students. So my point being, if it happened to Brandon, it's going to happen again in the future. That's some extremely valuable information to be sharing with people. So here's the second thing. Effectively dealing with adversities, ladies and gentlemen, it makes you far more valuable in the real world. In other words, you have bona fide proof now that you are a certified problem solver. You can get things done. And here's the third thing, if it hasn't occurred to you. Ladies and gentlemen, effectively dealing with adversities can not only boost your cred, but it can allow you to charge a lot more for your consulting expertise. So in this short video, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you can see the benefits of how and why dealing with adversities can and will lead to more money. And in fact, for those of you who are ever struggling with content, ladies and gentlemen, look at the real world and the stuff that's happening to you and relate it to your marketplace and share it with them. You'd be surprised at the results you get and the response. So on that note, for those of you who want to discover how you're going to add an additional 25% more gross profit to your bottom line, do so in the next 90 days or less without having to add any new customers or clients, then entrepreneur, head over to youcanmarketonlinenow.com/sales. Grab your free 9-page special report. Read it, apply it, and grow. This is Mark Newsom, Mr. Marketing. We'll see you again next time on the Marketing Minute.